Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we are going to talk about the L Word Generation Q, something I haven't said for a while, specifically season 2. I really wish that I could put a little, maybe I will put a little thing there saying this was filmed in lockdown and that is why I have those terrible roots in the world. And I've been completely grey since I was about 21 years old, so that's why my hair is the colour that it is, so apologies. Obviously it is June, it's the 2nd of June today. There is not a whole lot of information to go on about Generation Q, but never fear. I have been what I would call lightly stalking some, well, heavily stalking some cast members and also some crew members who seem to share a little bit more information set-wise than the cast. Speaking of the cast, just wanted to talk through who we know is coming back for next season, which the answer to that is pretty much everyone. Obviously the main cast, the OGs, of course they're going to be back. All the newbies, Finley, Sophie, Danny, Micah, Jose, Tess, Gigi, Nat, they're all coming back for next season. The only person that I haven't mentioned, who I'm sure a lot of people are concerned about, is Tina, one of the OGs. It's always been a bit of a question mark around her. Everything that I've read from interviews with Laurel Holloman, Jennifer Beals, the new showrunner, heavily implies I would be super shocked if she's not back next season, especially because the goodness that could come out of all this COVID situation is the fact that Laurel Holloman was supposed to do a show in London next month in July. I was going to go to it and it's been postponed until next July. So more than likely she had all her work done for that and everything. So guess whose summer just opened up? Hopefully Jennifer Beals and their executive producers now that they can rope her into coming back. They actually got together and posted it on Instagram. This was before the lockdown, obviously. They were on a beach. They have been doing some other cute things in lockdown. I saw that Jennifer Beals shared several times the recipe of the meal that Beck cooked for Tina on that night that Tina told her that she was getting married. But everything that I've read of Jennifer Beals, she's basically said Laurel Holloman's coming back, but how much they don't know. To quote exactly what Jennifer Beals said, is that she will take as much time of Laurel Holloman's as she can get. So that's the best we can hope for. I mean, Laurel has been retired from acting for 10 years. The fact that she came back, like, that's pretty amazing in itself, and a lot of respect to her for doing that, because you have a career change and 10 years later you agree to come back. I've had a career change about 5 years ago and I don't think I would go back. I mean, obviously I'm not a super amazing actress who's getting a huge paycheck, but you know what I mean. I don't know if there's anyone who lives in the LA Silver Lakes area, which is where the show is set and filmed. A lot of the locations they filmed, I know they filmed a lot on the Sony soundstage. I'm sure it won't be used a lot this season because it was Bet's campaign office, is the American Cement Building. They did a lot of filming in Echo Park, places like that. So those are also places that I will definitely be keeping on my radar for possible sightings of when the show does go back to filming, because the one thing that we want to see is this right here. One other thing that kind of goes along with the whole Laurel thing is looking at the ratings for the show. I mean, we only had 8 episodes to go on, and the ratings I have, I'll put them up on the screen so you guys can see. Of course, episodes 6, 7, and 8, for some reason, I don't know whether they haven't been recorded properly or there's a discrepancy, they are not showing up in the usual places where I check ratings. They're not even on Wikipedia. I honestly don't know why. The indication is that the episodes with Laurel 6 and 7 performed just as well as like the premiere and the finale, which any TV show, the premiere and the finale, especially a first season, always do better than the regular episodes. hopefully sometime soon we do get to see those numbers. And of course, it's just based on American audiences watching it on Showtime. They do bring in DVR and catch up on all these things, the Nielsen ratings now, but things like all of us in the UK watching it on Sky, or I know, in a bunch of other countries it's on different channels too. I believe in Italy they only aired the finale last night. I had a subscriber who mentioned it to me. So the one thing everyone wants to know, when is the L Word coming back? That is the question. As we all know, or all us OG fans know, when the L Word was on originally, for the 6 years that the show was originally on, the first 2 seasons had extra episodes, and season 1 aired from January to April 2004, season 2 aired from February to May 2005, and every season from season 3 onwards, the final 4 seasons, all ran from January until March in each of the subsequent years. So I have a feeling they are basically going to go back to that formula or something quite similar. I really don't think that we're going to get the show in December, but I think that that would have been the case anyway, because they're doing 10 episodes this season as opposed to 8. So this is where my detective work comes in. Last year, when Generation Q season 1 was being filmed, the very first episode filmed from the 15th of July and wrapped on the 2nd of August. The first week is obviously the set up and getting to know each other, and people start on different days and all these things. So this is obviously my little bit of knowledge, stalking, common sense, and a lot of other things thrown in, is that the first episode took 3 weeks. Most of the subsequent episodes will take 2 weeks. The finale may take 3. So we're looking at about 18 weeks of filming for the 8 episode season. My little concoction worked out because the wrap party for season 1 was on the 16th of November, and as we all know, the show premiered on the 8th of December. So with a 10 episode season for season 2, we'd probably be looking at 22 weeks of filming. So if they started filming around about the same time this year, the 15th of July, I will talk about COVID in a second, counting out exactly 22 weeks puts us right before Christmas, like around the 14th of December. So in an ideal world, wouldn't that be perfect? They film the show, wrap for Christmas, have Christmas break, they take a month and a half, 2 months max, edit, sort everything out, do promos, do press, and then the season kicks off end of February, start of March. That would work out. But of course, the question right now is, when will they go back to filming? Of course, I will be keeping a close eye on the situation. I can't imagine intelligent people like Jennifer Beals and Laura Holloman and Leisha Haley and all the cast would go back before it's actually safe to go back. Here where I am, we only have 1 active case at the moment, and we are an island, our borders are closed. But in the UK and America, there's still a lot of active cases, still a lot of deaths, still a lot going on. But I know a lot of places are easing lockdown, people are going back to work. One of my friends is a hairdresser and she just went back to work. So things are slowly going back, but I haven't heard about any film or movies that have started filming again. I know a lot of shows in the past couple of weeks have come out. The DC shows are one that I follow like on YouTube and stuff, and they've come out and said they normally start their season in September and then the shows run to May, and they've come out and said we will have no new episodes this year, pushing the start of the season to January. Judging on what I've seen from other shows, I would assume adding those 4 months on is what's going to happen to the L Word. So if we were really going to get it in January, and it kills me to say this, I really don't think that we're going to get it until at least like 10 months down the road. And that's being a bit hopeful, I think. Really worst case scenario would be, this time next year, June 2021. I know it'll be worth it. And there's a tiny part of me that thinks, maybe if I make this whole video talking about how it's not going to come back until, you know, April 2021, maybe just by, you know, Murphy's Law and everything happening and stuff, that they'll turn around and surprise us and it'll be ready in January. But that's wishful thinking on my part, I think. Again, I could be super wrong. This is just my opinion based on information, rooting through a ton of people's Instagrams, again, light stalking. Let me know what you guys think. Am I completely wrong? Do you think it's going to be 2022? Oh my gosh, please, please no. That would be awful. Do you think it's going to be next summer? What do you think is going to happen? As I said, one of the good things that could come out of this whole situation is that Laurel Holloman is free. She's, you know, she's not doing her show in London in July, but the other key point is she will have prepped for her show. She'll have everything ready to go because it was going to be this summer. So she's going to have free time. Will that mean she'll be in, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, I don't think all. I think all is being a little bit greedy, but maybe she'll be in every other episode, or a good handful, more than 2 anyway, hopefully more than 2. And hopefully they're not as painful as the 2 that we got in the first season. Speaking of Bet and Tina, I know that there is a hashtag thing. I don't really know what the term is for it. The people organizing it are Tibet is Endgame. I think hashtag is the way to go. I think hashtag get your point across, and it will be seen. Like, I see it constantly on my Twitter, and there's so many people doing it. Of course they're going to see it. So it's the 14th of June. I will put a link up here so you guys can go and read about it, because there's different times for different parts of the world. So there's UK time, West Coast, East Coast, so make sure that you find the right one. So if you guys have any questions about it, the Twitter is @TibetTea. Again, I'll put it up there for you guys so you can see. And they have everything on there. I know they're also looking for votes to vote for Bet and Tina in the final of a competition, so make sure you go and vote for that. It literally is like 1 click just to vote. So it's super easy. But the other thing I was going to say is, please also just be aware of the environment, and there is terrible, terrible things going on in the world because of terrible, awful racism. So just be conscious of what you're writing to who you, I know you guys don't need a lecture from me. Make sure to do the hashtag on the 14th of June. Be thoughtful to the actresses about their private life, because come on, look at the gift that they've given us, like, over all these years, and they've come back for round 2. I'm gonna get off the soapbox now, and I know you guys know this and know better, but just have a little think before you click the send button. I know that I try and do too. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Obviously, I wish I had more information to go on, but I will be keeping my eyes and ears to the ground, and as soon as I know anything else, I will be straight on to you guys. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, please pop them down below. Also, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know every time I post a video. And if you're subscribed, like the video or any L Word video, and comment on the video or any L Word video, and you'll be entered into the draw to win a fabulous L Word t-shirt. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to follow me on social media to keep up with everything L Word and everything in between my videos. Take care and have a great week. Bye, guys.